Hello, everybody. We are back. Let's start our daily session of poker. I think it would be It would be nice to add a little bit theory, theory stuff, pre-flop, pre-flop before session as well, pre-session as well. It could be a nice warm up. For me, and I hope you can learn some stuff. So let's start with the theory a little bit, and then we will grind around 3 hour Russian cash 200. So let's open the PLO trainer, and I would check my hands from PLO Russian cash 200 from the previous session. Previous session was kind of hard and bad for me. Like I played PLO Russian Cash 200 together with regular tables, and all in all, we finished minus $4,800. At this periods when I had this tough sessions, I tried to put more attention to the theory. This give me really good for to basis and more confidence in my action when I'm playing. So just a second. So this I always doing. So when I'm like running hot and I'm in upswing, so sometimes I'm making less session of theory, but when it's going bad, I try to focus more on theory. I hope you would like it. So let's open the hands, and then we will grind the tables. So if you can see here, like during the sessions, I always doing screenshots from the situation where I'm not sure, or maybe if I even don't know what I have to do here. And now I have like 426 screenshots for this moment. It is a little bit too many. Usually I try to be close to the zero. So I need to give more volume of the time for theory, and then I will like when I find the decision and check the hands, I just delete them, and then I would go to the zero. Usually it takes 1 or 2 months, have around maybe 30, 50. It depends. When I'm streaming, it's a little bit less because I'm not so focused, and so I not catch all of my hands where I'm not sure of the decision. But anyway, so let's start. So I think we just finished. I had a short session today just of theory before, and here, as we saw, this is kind of bad. Called against squeeze, so let's just take the next one, and let's see this 7-5-5-4. Do we need to peel? Even it was a short stack, I think it would be useful to check with so yeah, against normal 100 this is easiest call, and let's check against shorty. So I think we actually wouldn't have a lot of billion, yeah, just 7, well, just 1.1% of call. So let's see our 7-7-5-4. So this is a fault, and then we actually had 5-5. Yeah, so it is even worse. So against short stack, yeah, you can see that we call in only 1%. And I could just simplify this for 3-bet fold strategy. It would be much easier. So, but he actually made like 2.2. This it was also a big difference. Like it's very good price for me to go to the spot. So yeah. So let's take 50 big blinds deep and check our hand. So it's coming close. So I think against like min raise, it's not too bad. Yeah. So let's take another king check 9 against MP open. Let's see. Do we call in this one? Actually, yes. And oh, it is Poker Stars. Sorry, I'm not. I made it wrong. Again, some king check 9. So yeah, actually it is calling, and we can see it's like between 8 and 10 big blinds per 100. So let's see. Actually, I wasn't sure. Have I checked the GG before with the last spot? So let's see our 7-5-5-4, how bad it is. And let's take 50. 7-5-5-4. Yeah, so on the GG it's coming more worse. So just 3% in 50, and I think here when we are in 30, we are probably like it's 0. You can see here, so we actually have 0.5 call in 3-bet or call in open. Yeah, it's much easier just play 3-bet fold and nothing else. So yeah, Ace-King 6-3. This again is the question: do we need to peel pre-flop? And the flop is kinda dicey. So let's see. We were on the like 6 bucks. This guy was in the sit out. So let's see. Ace-King 6, Ace-King 6-3, and we were. Was a little bit higher stakes, so let's take this one. And Ace-King 6-3. Let's check. So it's break even for open. We can see it, and I think we shouldn't peel the 3-bet. And you know, like when you call in this hands which you shouldn't peel against 3-bet, you will always go to this situation and you don't know what to do on the flop. So let's see. This guy calls, this guy squeeze. And Ace-King 6-3. Yeah, even with the high suit it is a fault, and with low suit this is kinda terrible. It's so big mistake here. Like, yeah. This is pretty bad. What about 4? So with the 4 we can call to the high suits, and even with the 5 we should fold with low suits. Which suits can we call? Any some with the low suits actually? 8-7 even with the high suits go to the mark. The same like 9-8. So it's kinda the news for me. 10-7 high goes, low no. So like probably low suits it's actually all go to the mark. Only like kinda this super strong holdings. What about if you look to the to the small blind squeeze. Ace king 6-3. So easy fold anyway. 4. Call with a high, fold with a low, and it doesn't matter. So I think we need like kind of these lows, yeah. So 5-3, I think 4-3 could be, yeah. So kind of this stuff, and even this, it's fold. Wow, so this is really crazy for me, you know. So this like ace king like, would be pretty often dominated by aces and kings, and we would go in trouble with this. So yeah, we should be careful with these hands, and I would probably try to find these spots and check them again. And on the flop, I'm just go like the cutoff pet, and we go with him, I believe. It was 50-50. We goes with nuts flush draw and nuts cutter. So let's take this one. For me, it's probably just a fold. Let's check the solver world, and with a 6 I would consider to 3-bet, but 5 it's kinda bad in our hand, and 6, yes, easy 3-bet standard. So ace king queen 6, I'm quite sure that it should be call on like poker stars rake environment, but on GG I'm confusing in a lot of these spots. Let's check it. So yeah, we could peel, and it's not a big profit, but still better than fold. What about 7? Better 8, we can 3-bet. 9 as well, 5 yo, and with 3 and deuce we could just peel. What about Jack 5? So yeah, like this. So this is close, and I think with the 10 we could just fold, yeah. Okay, so let's take a few more and then we'll start this session. Ace, queen, check 10. It's multi-way, rainbow. So I believe with any suit we could peel, but without, let's see. So probably fold. Yes. Yeah, even with yes, kind of about suits, it's kind of super close, but without go to the mark. King 10 9. I think it's just clear call. King 3-bet. Actually, it's bottom of the range, and you see here. Is it better with the 10s? Yeah, it is. So it's kinda break even. So let's take 2 more and we will wrap it up. Here actually don't see the, and here I played on the party a little bit. I check this one and then we'll start. So like queen 6-6-5. I think we could peel this on the bottom, especially in a little bit lower rake environment, but like 0 or 7, yeah. What about bottom? Does it change? So yeah, we could peel on the bottom, and I think like on the kind of on the stars rake, we could peel this. Is a 5? It is actually a fold. About 6. So yeah, it's kind just a little bit into 0. Does it change something when we have 200s big blinds? Actually, not big different. So yeah, I think we have to fold this one. Anyways, looks close, so we need like 667. No, even this one 776. No, 887. So yeah, just higher. So this kind of king plus pair is much more useful. So we could flop much better. So okay, so let's close the theory stuff and we will go to the tables. So I did close the theory and let's open the tables and let's grind. Let's grind. I still find it pretty interesting to learn the PLO. It's kind of my even some type of hobby, I would say. Like the game is beautiful. So just a few moments later and we will start the action. So let's try to be more focused, but still play with a smile and like discipline, positive poker. Let's go with this. Oh, actually, I want to add my heartbeat to the stream. So just a second. I need to do this in my watch. Just a second. And you will see it on the stream. Yeah. So I did it here, and then I have some app. Russian cash, 56 players. Okay, so you can hear, you can see my heartbeats. I think it's kinda nice to see it. And actually, yesterday I played tournament. This 1500 monster stack, and then like I had pretty big all-ins one moment, and like my heartbeats raised from 70 to 120 just for, I don't know, 20 seconds, maybe even faster. So you know the adrenaline is working. Just want to okay, so we are ready for the tables. Let's go. And let's go. Yeah, just a second. I need to find the better places for the tables so you can see them all. Just a second. Like okay. So I think now you have much better view. And do we have a gutter? Actually not with our 9, but I think we could still raise it on the first table. So let's start with aggressive line. Have kind of strong blockers. Bombi Shmombi just in a second. So let's go. We could barrel on a lot of turns cards in this first table, so let's take the aggressive line, and without club I prefer to check back. So it's kinda good for our range. Let's bet it and see. Pick up this one, just check on the bombi shmombi spot. And nothing else you can do. Check again. So just fall on the river. Checking here. Do I need? I don't need this one. So let's actually maybe let's still check here as well. Kings to the mac. And let's don't miss okay, kind of flush draw. Let's bet it. I couldn't check call. So we faced raise, easy fold, no big deal. So just fold, triple suited. Against small blind range, we should play pretty carefully. On this Broadway flops, bombi shmombi, second one, it's coughed pretty fast. I will still just, yeah, I would bluff the river, yeah, with this one. So let's peel our eights. We just checked a close hand like this, and I think I would add this to review as well. Do I need to peel this one? Probably yes, with all this money in the middle. Just check back. So like we have super good price, I think. Our opponent checks back here. Easy fold on the 4, stable against, like some bombi shmombi is the game today, you see. And check this one. And yeah, this is a bad river. I would just check fold. Nothing else I can do here with knight and 3. And yeah, he had aces. So yeah, looks standard. And let's see. Let's open our possibility to make the screenshots for reviewing. Just build this, and this is again pretty close with 6s. With 7 I would 3-bet, with 6s I just fold it. This rake environment again. So we should be pretty careful with our cold calling range. Oh, but okay, so I decided I just misclick actually here with my ace 10 6 6. So, and with my kings I would just rip it in on the second table. This is close. But I think I would just give up. Okay, this is pretty loose open, I think. On the opponent. And on the first table, yeah, we could raise our 3s, of course, like blockers, but I prefer to have at least some equity. for it. And this is kinda rundown, could be one of the cold. It's kind of pretty nice to have this low cards against early position open range. So let's call. Don't have many stuff on the flop. Let's just check back. Big flush draw. Again, can consider to bet it, but still check back. And here, I think against recreational player, I would bet my deuce, and let's try to steal this. So we could fold potentially jack stands, and we are in the bottom of our range. So 10 jack ace 10 9 7. I like to see maybe we have a 3-bet with this. So let's bet our top pair and not scatter. Looks okay for me. And this 8s and the first one, I think we can even squeeze. Just fold here. So let's against squeeze we have to fold it. You can't call, and this low I think we can peel. This is kinda good board for my range. Much better than for in position player, but with ace I still prefer to check it and hope to get check back, which we faced. Hey mate, your streams are awesome. Welcome to the stream. Delight, and let's bet again. Just a second. And I want to be a dedicated fan. I'd love to support and help share your content by tagging me up in Discord. Okay, thank you for your proposition, my friend. So let's peel second table and probably fold here. Just peel here. Actually, you can add me to the Discord, or you just go to my Discord and add yourself, and we can communicate there. I think without club it's kind of close, but let's bet small and see. Yeah, so just lose for it's kind of close where you bet on the. I would fold on the second table. And just check the third one. And easy check fold for us. So let's rebet the second table. And rebet first table as well. So I think with our blocker we could bet the second table and just go on the first. Opponent calls. Okay, so he actually stronger on this first table. I would play check call. And now I don't want to bluff even with like nuts flush blocker with my ace, so let's just check and see. So he has middle set. Likely. Take it down. Look at back. Good bet. Good check call. First table. I think this doesn't matter in the long term. Okay, so we have another streamer. I think Silent Keys. Let's bet small with our top two pairs and check blocker to the straight. So this is kinda close with our 8. It's better to have a 7, I think, or maybe even 3. So let's still check and hope to see the river. We'll see. I still think we should check with my jacks. We wouldn't win pretty often, but sometimes it happened. So yeah, here we have top set. Easy call, and on this, I would check this one, but I think we could fold just on the flop with our kings, and it's kind of close. So let's see actually to the end. It would be pretty hard to play correct our hand on the future streets. But we could check this, yeah, this hand in the PLO trainer after session as well. So second table, I still think we have to fold with a 5 or maybe high suits. I would 3-bet this. And on the third table, I would just pot the turn on so drawy straight board. The river close a lot of draws, and I probably would just check fold. So like for bluffing, our opponents have to bluff with 2 pair, kind of sounds like this. Maybe some kings with flush draw, but I think mostly it's. So this first table I would 3-bet, but this is not correct for sure. So I would check this later. And just with the 7, I think I will take check back and then decide it on the turn with the jack. I would just pot call this one. Call second table, pot here, pretty stand, and just fold second one. And first table, yeah, for me is just clear fold without club in my hand. So yeah, let's play solid, smile, solid, positive, and don't without crying. Just check second table, and I would call against bet and raise again. I raise and bet against check. Just peel here. And let's check raise first table with 2 backdoor flush draws. Let's try to do it again. So opponent's call checks twice, so let's bet by ourselves. we don't need to bluff our king on the second table. Or like protected, defended, and I think we could peel this. Too many blockers in our hand, and pretty cheap price as well. So yeah, I would 3-bet our ace, ace, and 5. Kinda standard. And against cutoff, we could probably play just check range here. Strategy. Would I call bet? It depends on the sizing. So opponent checks back. I would still check it back. Check it back. Just check. Let's check as well on the river and just pot on the third table. With our so pot the second table. Pretty stand. So bombi shmombi. Let's go and just. Actually, this hand we could consider to peel against big blind. Let's peel and then check this the solver ward, and on the flop I would just check raise pot. I would fold tens here and just check raise pot. Kinda hard to play some another line. So it's almost not many good, like it's hard to find good turn for us except ace and 8. So I think this queens we could even fold. But I think it can just bet fold our top pair with larger blocker. So yeah, no big deal. There. Let's open the queens. And let's just peel them. Double suited kings and queens as well. Like it's pretty. The hands looks pretty same. Nice view. And I think we can bet this queen and kings. Nuts flush draw. And backdoor flush draw as well. Let's call this one. And this is actually close already with our queens in the multi-way. But I think we have to peel and then go on the turn. Not the best turn, but we have still some equity. Run it once. Folds the fourth table. So let's see. Okay, so we chop it up, and on the third table I think we have just fold. Fold first one, and I will raise my double suited ace. And now it's more close. So with the 7 I would 3-bet this. with a 6. I think I would just fold it. But this is a close one for me. So let's keep grinding. Let's open the 9s here. This king 9 8 6 with active button I would fold. It's interesting what we have to do against this overworld. I would 3-bet my kings here, and I will peel my ace queen. 7-4. On this flop I will just pot call. And here we could raise, but against pot sizing, it looks that our opponents don't want to fold. So I would peel and peel the turn, and then decide it on the river. Yeah, so he looks pretty strong, but with double flush draw and not gut shot, we call. And I wouldn't bluff this. Meanwhile, on the third table, I bet this one, and I even consider to bet fold this against check raise. So it would be easy fold in the first table for us. I think he has some pretty strong holdings here, which is acceptable. And let's bet big on the third table with boat. So opponent had another boat. Just check back first table and make it trips. Let's bet this one and pick up just a small spot. Easy peel with 8s, and I think it's enough to go. He has not many left. You can peel queens. Yeah, anyway. Our opponent is with strong holdings. So we lose first one. And it was only one. So we would peel our queens again, and this is kind of good flop for our range, for our hand. Checking first table. So we can bet small, can bet big. I would just pot and go with this. Like if somebody wants, let's go. I'm ready. And we won with kings on the first table. Standard. This is kind of bad turn. If our opponents will just pot it into us, it could be annoying. So I don't see any reason to pot for by ourselves. He would almost fold nothing here. So let's check it back. And I think we could fold second table, how we saw it in the PLO trainer before, in the training session. And here we think we have just clear fold. Let's check it after session 9964 as well. And Bombi Schmombi. Let's be ready for it. I think we have to fold. It could be really bad to face check raise. And somebody can easily do it. This ace queen jack 7 is kind of close for me. I think with an 8 I would open, but without I prefer to just fold. So this guy looks pretty tight on the so I actually would fold on the big blind now. And it was the flop was pretty nice. Let's peel our queens here. And against small size especially. And I would fold the flop as well. The first table will go to the mark against the section. So let's go with the first table. And see. We can raise, I think, against recreational on the second table. Just fold this one and we can call against 3-bet. Flop is bad, so let's put our top 2 and 3-bet aces. This flop is bad, but our opponent's checked. It's pretty strange. I think he kinda have to bet a lot of. So let's check raise show in the fourth and just fold here. I think on the deuce we can bet range in the first, and let's check raise on the fourth with our top pair. So it's pretty bad river on the first table, but I still think we wanna just check and hope to get to the showdown. Our opponent's bet to us, and it's kinda close, but I think I would just fold without blocking any pair. I would have some flushes to call it. So yeah, I will just fold this one. Just fold this one. Let's open the kings and peel the tens. Standard folds, and again can consider bet our kings, but small blind range is strong, and on this turn when he checks twice to us, I would bet by myself, and I will just pot the river. fold here. And I think on the third table it's kinda close, but I still fold this. So nothing special at this moment. Let's open the third table. And let's play our kings. We would just call this. So we flop the wrap. Without pair, I will just check call. Kind of bad turn for our range and for our hand as well. So I think the check fold is a decision for us. On the fourth table. Okay, so if opponent checks and then just pot it. So yeah, I think with some extra equity I would consider a call, but without I'll just fold on the turn. Fold bombi schmombi without hand. Looks standard for me. And I will check the second table. At this moment, 10 is give for us not large draw, so let's try to steal. And with our blockers, I will just give up here. Yeah, so we could consider to fold him this hand, but I don't know would it work against him, and our blockers was bad. So we blocked all draws. Easy call on the third one and probably fold, especially against high open raise sizing. And top two on the left one. Just call against bet. And I would peel this one. Just check back my two pair, so we make a boat on the river. Let's bet half pot here. Get a call by king. Okay. So what about our sevens here actually? This is a question. I would fold, but I will check this one later. And just check give up with our king jack 6-6. Nothing special, I would say. Jack jack 9-7. I would fold. And I will consider to call some these types of hands, but kind of with 9-8 and with jack suit. So with a shorty guy, I will try to make this kind of 3-bet and give him opportunity to go all in. Unfortunately not. But the the flop is good. Let's bet half. Then we'll see. Then we will see. So turn brings flush. We would check a lot on this turn, so check and we wouldn't fold against any sizing. Kind of dangerous sizing already, but we have to peel and it would be kind of hard for us to fold even on the river, because mass flush draw he should raise pretty often, and even with the queen he could go, so I would call this off. Yeah, so he has this queen high, unfortunately for us, but kinda standard spot. Not many we can do, so I think we can value bet our checks on the second table. Yeah, we get called by tens. Let's open first, and I think we can peel this nines. And we will raise this one just on the flop. These two backdoor flush draws. And we take it down. So let's spot first table with two pair, cutter, flush draw. Many stuff in our hand. Aces on the second table, and I think you have clear 3-bet on the fours, since king 6-6. The flop kinda close, and on an ace we could bet everything with a small sizing. So opponent check second time. We made a flush, but I think it's too thin to go for the value, the river. Yeah. And I would check. I think his call pre-flop is kind of on the loose side. I would fold that hand, but you never know before you can check. So I would 3-bet short stack. So how is so? It's kinda 3-bet fold play against shorts in this wake environment. Bet stop set and just take it down. I think we could still peel our two pair and gut shot here. The ace is kinda interesting, so let's see. Check. Nope, check specs. Check specs, so yeah. Just easy call with 3-bet, and flop is kinda okay. So I would consider that he shouldn't check back a lot. Nuts, flush draws. Let's go and bet this one. Just show. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is kind of aggressive. Kind of aggressive. Bombi schmombi. Let's go with it, and I will check back my 8. So here with top pair and rub, start checking. So we flop probably nothing on the bombi schmombi, and we can check call, can check raise on the second table. I did check call, and with stop 2 not straight I would check raise. Unfortunately we didn't have the opportunity, and the river I would bet small. Hope to get called by bigger straight. Kings would be in 3 bet and ace king jack 10 as well. I think this is actually a good idea to don't have a cold calling range on the small blind most of the time. Yeah, I think I would squeeze this hand as well. Just check back here and check fold the first table. Against bet from Apache, I would fold my clear kings without any support. Third table pot call, first table I will play check call, and the fourth just pot call against short. Yeah, this is kind of big bet from my opponent, but I still think we could peel one and then decide it on the river. Okay, so his play is kinda on the loose side, especially open. We made a good call on the turn. In case 1/3, I would still peel even jacks, so we hit the jack on the turn. Could be unfortunately to face the queens, but I wouldn't fold this hand. Yeah, too strong. So he has check raise on the second. On the fourth table we would peel with our trips and probably give up on the river. Looks standard for me, and just fold first table. Fold, standard checks. Just checking the lobby on the GG on the regular tables, but nothing interesting at this point. The same as on stars. So let's continue grinding. 200 Russian cash. Actually, this I think fold too fast. This is okay. I think we could 3-bet these kings. And against shorty, we have to go with it. Fold the fourth table, just with the pair. And easy open is double suited. Yeah, I think we have just go SPR 1.2, something like this. Let's start with a check on the first table. It's like queens is kinda close, but I think I would bluff this one. And I tried to bluff on this first table with my ace king jack as well. So let's see. Yeah, and the queen is kinda bad. I would just give up here. So he had a nines. And yeah, probably he could consider even check raise. I think on the third table we have to go with all of our aces. The Apache even could find the fault, I believe, with some parts of his range. It's kinda okay, so it's pretty nice to get fold from the bottom. So he has aces as well. And do we chop it up? Yes, we do. This king's kinda. I think we could 3-bet. And then is this decided on the flop? So his opponent's 4-bet, and I think have easy fold. Yeah, some beautiful double suited aces. And he's holding. Folds, standard folds from us. Let's open the first table. Let's peel our fives. And this, yeah, this is all probably kinda interesting decisions. I would fold this 5 deuce on the bottom. 5-3 I would call. Easy fold on the first table, and we still have to peel with the jacks and hit the jack on the river. This is kinda the strategy. Could pot, could half pot. Let's go with half pot. And the opponent called with a straight. So against pot I would just fold my straight. And this hand is close as well. Fold third table against lead, and I think here we fold also. So the second table is top 2 without any support. I prefer to check it back. We have to peel once on the first table, so we'll just peel against bet from the Apache. Tops try to get the showdown, yes, on the first table. And when our opponents checked, I still think the check back is the line. And just takes showdown. Yeah, kinda. Okay, dokie. Kings with a short chess, we will just go. For me, it is standard as well. Hi Johnny, welcome to this stream. I haven't seen your message. And we will just go on the first table. actually interesting that I haven't seen you. Oh yeah, now I understand why. So yeah, haven't seen your message, Johnny. Yeah, we'll stream today as a schedule we have. So we already had a short theory session. Just for second one before the lunchtime. How are you doing today? Actually, what do you play? Just folded. Yeah, ace is pretty standard, so I would raise the third table. And just check the fours. So we made second nut straight. Let's spot it. And I will still just check fold first table. Fold the fours. And let's bet our blockers on the second table. It worked. Beautiful aces. On the first table, so let's go with it. And not less beautiful aces and kings. So yeah, bet this one. Let's start with the check on this dry pair. Yeah, we are not in the best shape on the first, but we have to go with this one. It's pretty likely that our opponent has set. Okay, let's go. In 3-way, it's much better, I think. Okay, so they both have sets, yeah. Can we? Let's see. I believe we don't. Can we? We don't. Can. We cannot. So, big spot. Played well. Lose as well. So this is the poker. What is the poker about? Just check back. Fourth table and check back again. On the first table I will bet my pretty weak trips, but I think the deny equity is pretty important on this. I will just focus out any blocker to the straight and the fours. And just check back. So yeah, it's... I think we have to check this one. It's kind of hard to get a call from the worst. checks our queens. And let's spot ace king 7-4. Bombi Schmombi on the screen. Let's go. Oh, I prefer to just bet on the second this time and take it down. Just check and give up on the force. I would just give up against queens. Just give up. Just give up. Kings to the mark. Mark as well. This is close actually. I would fold, but we will check this one later. On the PLO trainer. So tens, let's go, queens, let's go, and aces as well. Many action. And I will just put call on the first table. It's my top pair and aces, backdoor flush draws as well. So just easy fold on the fourth, and I would try to steal this on the turn. On the second table it works. Just peel on the third one. Aces again, and on the third table we have this kinda looks nice hand, but nothing, not many nuts potential. So I will just check back. And now I will start value bet, but if the opponent will check raise somehow, I think I could consider just fold this. Let's go with aces. The flop is kinda bad for my range, but for my hand, I think he is actually has aces. So let's check it. Aces. Yeah, and they're in pretty good shape against these aces. Can we improve? Let's improve. Let's improve. Let's improve. Yes? No? Yes! Yes! Okay. So we pick up finally a big spot. Always give the extra energy. So let's rebet on the first one against shorty. And I think we have to check. SPR 2.5. Kinda close. So he bets pretty big. Just to the face, you know. I would fold even if it's kinda close. This backdoor flush draw I would peel, maybe even just show. So I think it was wrong idea to peel this hand on the third table. I will check this one, but I think it was a mistake. Queens, it is easy peel, especially in the multi-way. And now we have this is interesting. I would pot for bluff my queens, and we could fold a lot of straights on the turn, and if nobody has straight flush, so we are in a good shape. This hand, I think, we could peel. It's much better than this high cards holdings against these positions. And just 3-bet aces. And I will check back this one. So second table is kinda interesting. Here is no decision, but I think I will just check call. Like we have some showdown where we don't need to bluff, kinda. Check raise is another option, but I don't think we have to do this with this hand. So we made the second nuts flush. I think we have to check it. And the opponent just potted, you know. Just potted. I think I will fold this. And we'll give him respect. Let's 3-bet queens here. The first table. So we are playing 1 hour. Let's make a short break and check the results so we can have the idea how we going today, and we'll continue pretty fast. So let's check the PokerCraft, how we are doing for today. Let's see. Russian cash. Today 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 200. So we were minus 900 at one point, and now we are going minus 460, 700 hands, 7 to 14, 70. It's like 100 big blinds break, I believe. Yeah. So plus $2 more, so we kinda minus 660. So let's write it. And continue the session. Let's go. Bombich Mobi, first table. Yeah, going with it. Can we see the flop? Can we see the flop? Yes, we can, and we flop top 2 plus gutshot and 6 waves pot, you know. I would pot actually, I think, and then decided maybe against like super crazy action I could find the fault, but it would be hard. So let's spot this and see. So this player just check all once on the third table. And just check call again. On this river without any straight blocker, this is kinda dicey to peel. Now opponent shows big sizing, but I think with backdoor flush draw we have to still peel once on the fourth table. And now we will peel the turn as well. Second table kinda unfortunate, and I will just go with the pot on the river. We have to bluff. Wow. I believe he has like in high flush. Yes, I told that we have to bluff the aces sometimes with NAS flush blocker. It's kinda a present for us. I was surprised. Just fold and bombi schmombi. It's third table. So let's see. Standard folds, aces to the action. And we might like low straight on the short table, bombi schmombi spot. And let's really bet small our trips on the fourth table. This players looks like recreationals. Yeah, I think we have clear fold. We will open tens and kings, and against shorty, it's kinda close. I think I would fold this unsuited kings, just check back tens, motivate. Yeah, we could bluff our tens. But here we have, I think we could, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So the opponent calls. And I think I will bluff the river with a small size and try to fold him to pairs to sets. Let's peel the queens and check them later. Yeah, so good bluff from us. And this 3 is kinda standard peel, I believe. So pretty many action at this moment. I'll check back just lowest easy all in on the third table, and let's spot on the fourth. So 2 times, yeah, we can do it. Opponent has button set, kinda. Okay, so we lose first one and one second one. This is interesting. First table. I think we can start just with the pot on the flop on this super static board. Just peel jacks here and flop pretty nice. So let's bet. And again, pretty good flop on the first table. Our opponent checks back. I would just pot this one and pot on the third table as well. With my ace king. So aces. Can bet, can check. Against shorty. Let's still check it. And fold the third table. He checks again, let's check. Let's peel the first against small sizing. Take it to the showdown. So nice for us. Let's bet the second table. Yes, and we can open this. Fold the rest stuff. Let's check back. Weak top pair, weak flush draw. And I will call the bet and just check back again in the turn. So the king is kinda bad. And again, it's pretty hard to get the value. Maybe against recreational we could. Let's bet small. Against regular, I would check it back. Just peel our strong draws, but the flush draw is kinda isn't nuts, but still easy call on the turn, and we made some nuts. So I think we have just pot on the river. 10-8, 10-9 plus. Only our value betting range. And I think we could 3-bet this double suited 6s and 4s. This is type of hands are always interesting to see. Let's bet small the flop and take it down. So would our opponent go to stream snipe us? I believe not. It wasn't 2 minutes. And we have pretty nice blockers here on the first table, so let's go for it. Okay. So, yeah, the blockers is good, but not when your opponent has a board. Let's squeeze our ace king, queen, jack. And I think we can bet small. probably full range in this. So now it could be a big spot. This aces. Okay, so we pick up this, pretty nice. So let's put attention to this 4-bet spot. And this is a good flop for our hand. So let's go. Okay, so our opponent is strong as well. 2 times? No, just 1. Pretty bad turn for us. And we need just a heart and that's it. And it is a heart! Oh wow, 320 big blinds. Boom boom, let's take it. Let's take it. And he actually made a cash out, you see it. So he's smart. He knows when he had to take the cash out, or maybe she. I'm still confusing, but I still. Okay, let's check the heartbeats. It's probably didn't change a lot. So yeah, nice spot, nice action. Folds, folds. Let's open this. And the question: do we need to open this? Kinda close for me. So let's check. Fold this, fold this. Aces to the action. Ace king 9-8. I think we can open. So we made both on the third table, and let's bet our top 2 on the second table. Yeah, we can open, and this is close. I think it could be even fold in 4-way, multi-way. So let's bet this third table and check back the first. I think we will still check back first table and check call second and fold first. So this is a 10 and we'll 3-bet our double suited, single suited queens. And I think I will just check fold this flop against and check the third table as well. Yeah, I think even this small, you know, against kings we are dead. So I will just fold and fold second table as well. Just interesting to see in the end of the session, do we 3 betting that double suited, but I almost sure that we do. So let's call kings here. And again, this is. I would fold actually this kings. It could be a peel in theory, but against aces we will play pretty bad. I don't know this guy. So let's just check it. Fold, like just fold. Some steal from the cutoff, and I think with stance it is okay to peel. We know what we want to flop. With this kind of holdings. And 10-10, 9-5. I think we would still open even with the shorty on the small blind. It worked. It worked. So let's continue. I think we will just mark the sevens. Easy open on the third table with sevens, and we'll peel 3-bet. Easy fold with his double suited low cards. Fold second. And let's open the first table. Yes, we swap, and with the heart we'll peel one. If our opponent check, I would bet this. Let's 3-bet, and I think it's too thin to rebet. So our opponents 4-bet us, and it is always aces and pretty strong actually, but our hand is kinda strong, so let's peel. And then decide it. So like, the flop is kind of, you know, you kind of have this flush draw, but do we? I think we have to peel still once, then this is a turn. But he can easily have nuts flush draw as well, so I will just easy give up on the turn, yeah, from us. I actually think in such deep stakes we would peel many aces as well, so I don't really worry about my range protections. Yeah. I think it could be in opening range, and we'll just peel this with queen 10-9, and this is a little bit loose on the fourth table, but I still think we can. So the second table, we are so deep with all of these layers, and the Big blind just spotted the flop. I will peel, and if they both go all in, so I will fold. And on this turn we can just check fold, I think. So this checks with the short on the big blind. I will fold. Again, I think we have to 3-bet our double suited connected hand. This is kinda close already. Let's peel. And this is close as well. So I would see bet small this flush draw. I can't check call. Let's peel our flush draw this once and then decide it. I wouldn't bluff the set here without club and just check fold. Yeah, so our opponent just pots with top set, you see. And this guy's playing too loose, I would say. Check back as the ace, and I will probably check fold my sixes here. I missed it, that guy. So let's go to the showdown with our ace, and it's good enough. And it's good enough. So let's take the chair for a moment. Standard folds around. And this one as well. And let's 3-bet double suited kings. With a 4, I would probably peel. Yeah, so this is kind of close situations where I can consider to peel small blind. Yes, if he actually raises, this is kind of you know, can we fold a second nuts here? Like, it's so bad for us to see this. Like, we totally dead against aces, and in this deep environment, you know, we could be easily be there. It's like he play 19s. I will just fold. It's like what he can raise here in 200 big blinds deep. Maybe I will sleep bet after this, but you know. One time I hear that the poker is a game for people who can play discipline and for people who are really curious. So let's take a discipline. I would believe that he had the aces at that moment. Let's check back our aces here and fold this triple suited stuff in the second. And just showdown, probably 1, okay, against kings. So good for us. Just check the bombi schmombi. Nothing special. So here we could start bluffing, or we could just go to the showdown with our kings. So now we have to peel this. And I would bluff this river, yeah, now. Yeah. So I think with this king save we'll just go. Maybe we could see the flop without ace, but yeah, so pretty 76%. Keep holding. Keep 5. No flush draws. No 5. No jack. No 8. No 5. No jack. No 8. Whew. Ah, it is a jack. Such. Eat this, my friend. Just eat this. Ah. Oh, what a hand. This is super close on the fourth table. But I think without pair, it's built like just. I think it's probably whatever. Yeah, now just fold. Because even if we hit the river, we can't probably check call it, so kinda bad. So like we can try to revenge. But yeah, actually we played pretty well our kings on this Bombi Schmombi. Good play by us. Just unfortunate we didn't hit. Okay, maybe we will be in a better conditions here. Let's start with the half. Let's start with the half and straight gets 9, 10. Let's check it. And what's the river? Looks standard. For me. First table, just check back. Yeah, so opponents had a straight on the turn. So pick up pretty nice. Do I folded this one? Yeah, mistake. I put too many attention to other tables. Yeah, this was bad. Fold on the pre-flop. So and again, like I feel much more comfortable when I'm playing cash games and tournaments. It's kind of, yeah, maybe it's because I have more experience here, so and even the big spots they not stress me so much like in the tournaments all-ins. So let's play with Somo Venus. Call. Yeah, it's this is actually this is actually interesting. He just bought it, and yes, we have a top pair flush draw. Kinda, it looks kinda nice. But against like kings with flush draw, aces with flush draw, yeah, in pretty bad shape, and we don't have any good turns. So I will fold this. It's kind of nitty, but like we can go all in or we can fold this. So we have like two options. But would he pot it with just a... Let's go with this. Yeah. So it's close. It's like not bad, not good. It's, let's go it twice. So you need an ace or a check. So yeah, on the flop it's super close. Can consider to fold. Just lose. Too many losers. So like yeah, I think we can just build. If we have, we'll just raise or fold. And fold kinda. It's kinda interesting decision, yeah, there as well. Maybe it was correct. It would be also interesting to see. I will check back my kings, even with not flush draw blocker here. He would probably peel me with his jack. Flush blocker. So yeah. Now we have tops middle set, and it's probably the nuts most of the time. Let's peel our queens kinda close on the bottom. And peel the flop. So just check back. I think we'll check. Yep. Chicken short table. Just fold on them. So yeah, these two spots is kinda interesting. Let's check them in the end. Oh, yeah, first one actually, it's just kinda bombi shmombi, nothing interesting. But with this ace jack 9 deuce, I think we'll find the interesting options in the soft. Fold aces. Let's go with this. And let's forward. Okay. So we see even the 3-bet fold. But small on the first table, and I will fold against raise. Just peel on the first table. And peel the third table as well. So nice and oh, sorry for this. This is sorry everybody. Second table on the king. I will try to check. We'll check call. We can bluff, but or we can check call. I think we have enough equity here. So pair, not flush, draw, cut shot. Check back to second table. Let's pills with the tens, and we will just check fold the first table. So the opponents actually bluff to us, and without redraw I will just peel the second and just check fold on the first one. So we are still holding the nuts here. Let's raise it small. Looks like our opponent is strong as well. So he folded. And I will fold the first table against second pile. Fold, and peel. So we can fold this. And the threes is already close. Let's fold. So let's see. Let's open the third table and we'll three-bet this sevens and sixes, but not this time. So three-bet first table, and I believe I will start with check call on third. Let's spot this one. Checked, still checked. Make the second nuts on the first table. I think it's easy fold on the third. And here I will just spot, yeah. So when we check back the turn, we are very capped for the sets, two pairs. So on the river I would really bet straight or just bluff. Straight or just bluff. And we have to peel against the small sizing and easy three bet with queens and nines. And flop just pot call. Don't see any better option for us. How is actually the quality of the volume in my microphone working good? Can anybody write in the chat? I would really appreciate for it. I think we have to just fold, because yesterday when I streamed tournaments it was kinda the period with a bad quality of audio. So standard builds and gain standard builds as well. Just fold the fourth table, and I wouldn't fold two pairs with NAS flush draw on the third table. And it is kinda interesting river, so he checks actually, you know. I think we have value bet. Let's bet half pot and trying to get called by checks. His check, his king. Yeah, checks, and his open is really aggressive, I would say. So nice value bet from us on the river. Yeah, it's pretty easy to always complain by yourself when you make a bad decision, but you also have to support yourself when you make the right decision as well. So don't be too critic by to yourself. Just fold. And here as well. Fold tower 6. Probably the game. Kings. Fold. And this stuff. Queens, I think we can open, and I would bet small on the first table with my flush draw. So our opponent spills. We could pot it, but without pair I not really like to do this, so let's play check call. So he just pot to us and have to call. Check and hope win. Yes, so he had to. In 200 deep, I think we can even check back this to pair with Rap. I think it is fine. And just peel ace king. Squeeze here. So many action at this moment. Let's bet small our ace king on the flop, and then we'll see. Just pot call on the fourth table, and the second table kinda. Yeah. So we have this like bluff catch candidate. But I think even aces would be much more better here, you know. We would have a lot of aces with a 3, with a 6, and we're blocking a lot of potential bluffs. So I will fold this one. Kinda close for me, and raise the third table. Do I fold it here? Yeah, but maybe with so weak hand we can. And just check here on the paired. Yeah, he had the nuts on the turn, which is good for us that we don't need to bluff the river. I think we have. So let's play Bombi Schmombi, put more attention to the spots. So we made second nuts straight plus flush draw, and we have easy fold with the jacks here. Interesting to see maybe the action. So after all checks on the flop, I will just pot the turn and then decide it. So yeah, I think we are almost ahead here. And I think I would fold my ace king jack 3 on the cutoff against the small blind. I would check it in the easy 4-bet here. Check it in the training session a bit later. Okay, so we have probably a good spot for us. We are double suited. Our opponent single, so we hit the. So we need a king. So we did it once for today. Can we do it second? Nope. So aces to 3-bet. Aces to 3-bet and jacks just fold. So Bombi Shmombi, be ready. Just check back. I think we have to fold our nines. This action. I think we could consider to value bet our aces here against kings, queens. So would be one, yes. So we flop top set with nuts flush draw blocker. Let's bet it and take it down on the flop. Take it down. Take it down. Easy open on the first table. And let's 3-bet. Aces. Aces. Kings to the open. Still checking our fives, and I think I would bluff this on the river. Get called by king. And this 4-4-3 I will fold. I think it's nice to check this. Okay, so just pick up with the kings. And we can bet small our gut shot on the first table. Let's 3-bet doubles with the kings. That's the flop. So the jack is kinda interesting. I think we'll still just check. I will still value bet our kings on the turn here. And the river is kinda dangerous. I will check call it. Yeah, so I think he wouldn't call this, but he can easily raise it, and it's kinda hard to call with any blocker. How is his call on the turn? Let's see. He had there, and that's it. It's kinda close for me. Kinda close for me. So let's make a short break and check the results for Russian cash today session. Actually, I am having 2K table as well, and I can just stop it for a moment. So when I finish there, I will check the result today. Aces. Just fold first table, and I think with this triple suited we have to fold as well. I will fold the river here with kings. So fold card shot and 3-bet aces. I'm not sure about calling this pre-flop on the first table, but we'll see. Here we flop everything. But half pot, like it's full with all of our range, and I will continue betting turn a little bit bigger. I don't think that we will value bet on the many rivers and get called by our opponents. This type board. So still checking on the third table. Fold third one now. Just try to get the showdown with our nines. Can we? Yes, lose. Check. Oh, against Jack, how to say it correct. Bombi Shmombi. Be ready for it. So here we have threes. Let's bet. Peels and just fold for this section. Fold our middle pair. Easy cold call against small. 3-bet and we will raise the flop. Or we will bet the flop. Kinda. Whatever. So he just pot the turn. I think we have to peel and then see the river. This is kind of bad river, so like so hard for us to be ahead here on the spade especially. So unfortunately, but better notes for our hand, and I think we can just fold our kings already on the flop. It's kinda close, but the guy looks pretty tight, and ace king 10-8. With a 9, I would peel. With an 8, I'm not sure. So let it go. Double suited queens. Looks like it's open for me. And against short stack, we'll bet this. First table, I will raise call the short one and call 3-bet against. Sorry, against big one. Yeah, just let's go. And here, I think it's just a fold with our. We lose. And the first one. It just peels in. First table and simply just check call. Without nuts, straight through, and first table. Backdoor flush draw and spade. Can. Let's block on the. It's kinda interesting stuff on the screen for review. So we chop it up. Bombi schmombi. Let's be prepared for it. Our hand not really prepared, but the price is good. The flop kinda is also just bought it. Undecided. So we so we first spotted and then we figure it out, you know. This is the plan. That's why we call this game PLO. Pot limit Omaha. So check the third table. Check decided. Let's open our checks. And so we are still playing PLO 2K. And so yeah, the third table, I will try get to the showdown with our checks, and this fourth table is close. And I think against such a large sizing, I will just fold this one as well. So kind of weak stuff right now. Let's open these connectors, rainbow connectors in the first table. Check 10 and cut short. This build I like on the first table. With the 5s I can consider to 3-bet, maybe even with this hand. And I think we have to peel against squeeze, yeah. Have enough equity, I believe. On the first table we made the nuts. It's like 50-50 on the force run it once. So we did it in the turn. And so we have a nuts, yeah, so let's raise small. So we have to find the bluffs as well. Bombi Schmondi. Let's peel. And so we can start with the battle aces on the fourth table. And this 5s looks strong enough. And we have to peel this. Fortunately, the flop is bad. Our opponent checks. Don't think we have to bet it. So standard checks in a row, and there's 3-bet on the first table. Just fold on the. So this is kinda close on the first. We could bet, could check call. Don't think that we need to raise this one, so let's just call. Probably now we have to call the turn as well, and yeah, especially against this sizing is a call for us, and this 3-bet here with strong holdings. The river is kinda, so let's bet this one. Could bet small here, and I think we have easy fold on the first table as well. So yeah, we are still in the PLO 2K. PLO 2K. Short table, and we will call for bet with this hand. Simple 3-bet this. And let's bet small. So we made a straight. Such a bad river. Have to just give up and lose probably for queens. So let's bet second table, but call the third as a force. As well. So usually we should check a lot on this low board. Fold first table. But I think I will bet this. Now. Still bet again. And I think I will just check fold the river. We can even win sometimes. Not too often, I think. Because our opponents has aces. Aces. So as we will play around 30, maybe a little bit more. It's more, I think maybe in the end we'll just check the graph for today. I'm still in the play. 2K. I think we can continue waiting here. Could peel sour. Check 9. And well, let's just check fold the river. It's our all blockers on the second table. Just check back middle pair with cut shot on the fourth. Standard. Check back again. I think we'll give up on the river. Probably 3/10. Yes, I'll just give up here. So tens with flush draw. We could pot, or we could. This is interesting game. Could pot or could just. Let's check. I don't really have a lot of pot sizing from this dynamic boards in position. And if I'm not potting, I would probably check in this hand. It's easy give up on the river, I think. Stance. So we made nuts on the first table. I would fold this with shorties. And this 8s, 5s, I think we can even fold. Especially against with a short on the big line. Let's peel first table, and I think I will fold on the third table is my weak hand. So let's open double suited. Single suited force induces. The genius of this one, and So let's could probably raise our queens. And now we have to fold. We have to fold. So second table is interesting one. Could consider 4-bet, but I will just peel. And I think we have to go with this hand. I'll just pot. So let's go. We are ahead. This is good. This is good. Run it once. Let's see. Okay, I believe it is ours. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. What? Let's raise deuces. So first table is close one. I like to bet it for bluff. And just check back on the river without pair. Unfortunately, we lose for straight. Okay, nice result on the third table for us. Aces go to races. Aces go to raises. Bet from our opponent. Check. Call and just call. Just call. And probably check it back. I think I will check this. So let's continue. Let's build first table. And build the third one as well. So we made a boat. Just calculate the force. I haven't bet small the third table. Easy fault on the force. Bombi shmombi. Let's go. Not the worst holdings. Can we raise it? I think we can, especially with a short on the big blind. we'll go with this. And yeah, I think we have to go with this one anyway. So let's go. Mm-hmm. 30%. Diamond. We need a diamond. We need a diamond. Show me the diamond. No, this is not a diamond. And we lose. We lose. I like to lose. So yeah, in this bombardment we have default. Not strong enough. Not strong enough. So hello everyone who is watching me. How are you doing today? You're welcome to the chat if you have any questions. I would like to have some discussion as well for today. We will stream like around 20 minutes more, and then we'll go to the theory part. What a turn on the first table. Have you see it? Have you see it? Crazy. And we'll go on the short. I think we still just peel and decided on the river. Yeah. Can't. So many outs, but unfortunately we have to give up. Fold. Yes. Yes. Okay, so here I think we just peel on the fourth table. Can we win something? No, we lose there. We lose everywhere. How is it possible? And here as well, yeah. Yeah. But we can't do anything else, so let's just keep it to make the right decision and to not cry of it. So let's peel first table and just check back on the fourth. Let's bet here, fold here, and probably just check showdown. PL1. And I think we have to peel this one as well. I would go against one, but not against two. Just take the showdown with our trips. And just peels a second table. Missed the hand. You can bet this. And we have a quartz here. Quartz. So let's call it. Let's try to check raise. Check raise the river. Okay. Not the best result for our quartz, but better than nothing. Just peel again with this flush. The second table, and I can just fold it on the river. So let's peel this. And king should be opponent show. Actually, against shorty, we could consider to 3-bet these kings already. On the pre-flop. On the pre-flop. So let's really bet our ace. Ace. So we can open first table. So here's nothing interesting. Let's continue. Fold, check, and have aces on the fourth table, which is good. And let's start with a check call. Check call John. And when you bet the river, we'll fold the first table and go with our kings in the third one. the first is Savat, Walter pairs, and okay, so now we can rebet our 9. The 2 will rebet the kings. Standard bet, and let's just pot it. We get the called by straight. By straight. Bombi Schmombi. Let's go, let's go. So first table, I think we have to fold this even against small. Maybe with 4 I would peel it. Is kinda not enough, and 7s. This is kind of close already for me. Aces, let's go. Just check. Check. Yeah, so we have 4 bet here, and so just check with our king. Too many showdown ready. First table is kindish. Good flop for aces. Yes, fine flop for our opponent as well. Twice, let's go. Good. Okay. We take it. We take it. We take it. So good, we won. Few more stacks. We will see. Actions, sections. Actions, sections. So yeah, be in focus. So our opponent just pots the turn. I don't think that I would fold the river. Here I will just fold my middle pair in the second, but here nope. And when he checks, this is, let's bet something, I would say. Insta fold. We'll check my 8. He know it. Let's spot our boat and first table. I think the 10th is kind of close. We'll check this somehow in the future. And this 9 is, I think, can go to the fold. check back this. Fold. So fold this as well. Can we pick up a few more spots and then I'll wrap it up for grinding tables, and we will go to the theory part. So you are welcome be there as well. So let's get some interesting spot to the final for today. I think we can just check fold without equity in the first table. Kinda. Yeah, and I think check fold the turn is a play as well. So the first table is pretty close. We should have some bad folds here. Just peels. And I think we have just go with this on the deuce, kinda. It's good that he folded. And we'll lose here, so yeah. Lose here, lose there. So I think we will wrap it up and go to the theory stuff for today. Okay, so here we have the aces. Let's make this hand hot. Yeah, we made it, but couldn't continue. Probably more. So just check, and I think we probably go against this guy. He bets small. It's kind of strange. But just this is strange. We have 7. It's cool. And this is pretty bad turn. So yeah, now we are probably dead. Almost. Just a little bit equity. 6s induces. Let's open. I think the fault is the play as well. Feel the first table with our top pair. Large draw. Yes, and I think I will restart the stream without delay in the end. Just check back my king. Do we want? Yes, we do. I still think that we will have the minus today as well. So this is a part of poker routine. Just checking again. And I think we could show queens. Just fold this. Pretty nice flop. Let's bet half pot and go with it. 3-bet. First table with double suited connectors. Connector. And just a little bit more for today. Thinking 3-bet. Third table. And we'll go with it. Kinda interesting turn. And yeah, still with the nuts. First table, I think I'll just go on the flop. The second one. And set. It's kinda. Kinda bad for my aces. I think we'll stop right now. The tables. So this, I think this is a 3-bet with high suits. And first table should be probably an open. So let's cancel. Yeah, closing the tables. We have to peel these. Flop is good. We have kill for stable as well. So we have some action in the end. Yeah, here as well. It's bad that we are dominated by strong flush draws. Lose first one. Second one, and probably lose hero bows as well. So what do we need? Some pairs, I believe. It's not this one, so this is a knockout stuff, you know, to the river. But anyway, let's check the graph and make our training session. Anyway, for like around 10 minutes, I think it will be fine. So let's check. Pokercraft. Let's check the Pokercraft for today. For today. Russian cash. 1, 2, 3, 4. V-graph. Okay, so actually not too bad how I thought it would be. Do we take all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually. So we minus like plus 200 on the EV. Can we show all this graph? Kinda. Just a second. I'll take this. Yes, substance this, we start this. It was minus 800. Then we take it back, and then we lose a little bit in the end. So we are down 800 under EV. Okay, so let's check how 537 and 2000 hands. It's kinda plus around 500 more of rake. So we are down something around 1000, I would say, today. Let's take it. Let's take it. And let's close the client. Let's close the client and we'll go to the training session today. So we need PLO trainer. And let's take it and see. So I have just Pokercraft. So I close the GG, close the Pokercraft, and I need the PLO trainer. PLO trainer. So let's go with our King 6. We have around 10 minutes, but let's do it fast. Let's do it fast. King 6. Yeah, I think in the future I will restart the stream. This is actually a fault. We need a 5. Yeah, it was a mistake, not big one, but still. King Queen 10-7 against the MP. Do we need an 8 or the 7 is fine? It's super close, but we need an 8. Okay, now there's ace king 8-4 from the UGG and max. Yeah, it's -1 big blind per 100. So we could probably fold this one. It would be okay. And king queen 8-7 against the early position. King queen 8-7. This is actually bad 3-bet. Yeah, let me see it. Interesting. What about 7-6? So like 7-6 it is good. 5-6 is good as well, but 8-7 kind of bad. I don't understand why. What about 7-9? I think it could be because our opponent's forward range should be consist with this ace high rundowns, so it could be, but kinda close. So 6-6 just use. Let's see this one. This is a fold pre-flop. We need 3s. 6-5, a6, 5-3. Fold as well. Yeah, we need a 4. Can we open this from the MP? Probably. Yes, now it's the button. What about cutoff and our ace 9-9-8? So yeah, it is actually 3-bet. If you have suit to the ace to the 9, so yeah, it should be 3-bet. Okay, what about call is bad? Yeah, call more worse than 3-bet. Okay, 9-6-3. Let's check this one. Yeah, it's the bottom of open. King jack 7. 7. King jack 7. This actually is 3-bet. And call is, yeah, kind of whatever. Could call, could 3-bet. Ace 9-6-3. Let's check it against cutoff. How? So yeah, it's bad call. We need even with the 4. So maybe against small open and with the 4 we could consider to peel this. This is interesting one. Ace queen 10-8 with 3-bet against MP, and I also want to see the post-flop decision. It was 7-7. 3 rainbow, should be 3-bet. So it could call, we could 3-bet, it is break even. I decided to 3-bet, we had suit to the queen, which is fine. And let's see the post-flop decision. For me it was interesting to, I think we could 3-bet full range, maybe with a little bit more smaller size, but let's see. Yeah, we don't have a 3, we have just a deuce. Actually not, we can't 3-bet here, yeah. with full and ace queen 10-8. It's pure bet. At least here we works correct. So we have like trips 13% of the time and almost never full houses. What about our opponent? Yeah, a little bit more strips and just 1% of full houses, like not too often. So like 8-6-5-4, let's see against one or both as well. Opponents, let's take this one to be more useful for Russian cash. So yeah, this is actually peel. I missed this one. What about 7? With the 7, it's just to the mark. It's kinda always interesting how one hand changes one card. It's changing the decision. And let's check the against one opponent as well. Yeah, it's still a peel. So yeah, we can play this 8-8-5-5 against bottom. Let's check this one. So we could, yeah, it is a call. I folded, which is no big deal, but and it was more short stack on the big blind. He can possibly squeeze more light. It's kinda close decision anyway. 5-4, 5-5 for deuce. Yeah, it is a fold. We need a 3 or we need a MP, I believe, to open this. No, I think even on the MP we have to fold, so we should go to the cutoff. This is interesting decision post flop, ace queen 10-10 against early, yeah. So let's see, 3 bet early button, check 7-5. So I just thought that actually our opponent should have a lot, like pretty loose leading range, like 33%. And actually we have 16% pot, so I thought that I wouldn't have it. This is interesting that we should check a lot of sets back. Ace queen 10-10 and nuts flush draw. So you can play how you want. Okay, and this is I believe standard against cutoff. Against cutoff. So here is queen 10. Yes, with about 8. Even with an 8. What about MP? Oh, this is actually a stars. It takes GG 100. So very far. This ace queen 10-8. This and 9, we are still 3 betting. Yes. Yes. So let's make our last 3 hands for today. Ace 8-5-5. Ace 8-5-5. Let's see, yeah, it is an open. And we calling 3 bet against early position. I think this flop is flopping pretty well. Yeah, it's kinda whatever. And with the 6 we have a different. 6 we actually could fold, with the 7 we have pure call. Okay, so 2 more. The queen jack 6-5, about early position. Yes, this is open, and from the MP it would be much better. Yeah, so kinda okay. Check 744. It was a question: do we call or do we 3-bet? I saw that with 5-5 I could 3-bet, with the force I could peel. It's kinda whatever. And with 5-5 it's mostly 3-bet. Okay, so let's check how many we have more for today. Yeah, it was pretty many hands. I think I will make one session of theory tomorrow before stream, or maybe in the beginning of the stream. So we are streaming from Monday to Saturday from 1 p.m. to 16th till 4:30 p.m. And I think that's it for today. Yeah, probably a lot of hands. We played quite of hands today. Okay, so thank you for watching me. And see you in the next streams. Have a good days. Bye.